So we pulled all the old wiring out because we're going to rewire these lights back here. It's a good idea to save all your old wiring and all your old fittings just in case. For the most part, we'll throw it out, but when you pull out your old wiring, it's a good idea to do it yourself. That way you have an idea of how it goes back in. We're going to be putting all these lights in here, and they're all run in series, so it'll be really easy to wire up. This is what you're going to need to do this. The only part I'm reusing are these rubber grommets. They're still in decent shape. I bought these lights at Peterbilt. These ran $1.25 a piece. These were about $2 a piece. I got some zip ties, some quick connects, some electrical tape, and 30 feet of red wire and 30 feet of black wire, because we're going to be running it in series, and I need to have the wires color coded to know what I'm doing. The reason we're using quick connects is because eventually this bed is coming off. This isn't anything that's going to be permanent, but the bed's going to be coming off hopefully this next year for something else I'm doing, but I want to get all the lights working and show you how it goes. This is all the old stuff we throw out. I don't know if these lights are any good or not, but there's still some value here. Some of the lights were replaced, like I think this one's still good, and you know, maybe this one, but all this will be going off in the trash. But for now, we'll just leave it in this pile and we'll figure it out. This flatbed has an interesting feature. These right here, I kind of mangled this one getting the wiring out. They have tubes run for electrical wiring. That's what took me so long to get this get all the old wiring out. But they run the full length. Tube here, this one runs the full length of the trailer to the light up there. And if you look into this hole here, there's another tube right here that goes to the light on the other side. So we're going to run it all in series and get it all hooked up, starting with this light, because this is the end of the line. We're going to go this way, do a complete loop around the truck, and bring it back over to that light. And then along the way, we will splice it in right here in the back for the lights, so I can hook it into the headlight switch. A trick you can use if you're going to be pulling on the wires and you want them to stay up is just right here on the ends, put a vice grip on and just hold them so that way they don't go anywhere, and you can keep them stationary while you route the rest, because it really sucks to get it all run and realize you pulled your wires through and have to do it all over again. So far I've got the plug mounted on this side. I have it zip tied in place so it doesn't move, and I've got the wires coming around back here. So I'm going to hook the plugs up to this and then send them through that channel here, so I can wire this plug up and get these three wired up before I send it over to that plug and the light on the other side. So now we have all the wiring done up on the truck, and we're ready to put the lights in. And then as soon as we do that, we can hook it up to the constant power, which is going to be run through the tail lights. That way it'll turn on when you pull the headlight switch. You just have to make sure we have a fuse big enough to do it. Now all we have to do is put the rubber grommets in the lights and hook it up to constant power, and we'll be good to go. And the dog wants their belly rubbed. Oh. This is where saving your trash pays off in spades. I bought an extra one of these connectors, kept one of the old red lights, and I made a test light. So all I have to do is hook it up to the battery here, and she comes on, maybe. So, yeah. I assure you it worked a minute ago. Yeah, there it goes. So now we got a test light, so now all I have to do is turn the lights on, find the constant power back there, and we're in business. So now we have success. We have all the lights working on it. So that's it. I'm going to wait till tonight to get a pretty good picture of it all lit up after dark. But that's about all it took. It took about, well, it would have taken 40 minutes, but I kind of screwed off and sat around and played with the dog and whatnot. But it was about 40 minutes, and the parts ran me altogether about $45 for everything. And believe it or not, the lights were not the most expensive thing. The most expensive thing was a wire. I bought 2 rolls of wire. That was about 12 bucks. The lights were $1.25 a piece. I bought 9 of them. I bought 10 connectors because invariably you're going to screw up one. Those were about 2 bucks a piece. And the quick connects and the electrical tape and the zip ties. The reason I did quick connects, like I said, is this bed isn't permanent. It's gonna come off the truck hopefully in the next few months. As soon as I can find a suitable bed to put on it, I want to go back complete stock with it, because the truck will eventually get fixed up and sold. That's the plan. But I thought it'd be fun to do a little video on how easy it is to wire. I used 1 piece of wire. I spliced in with a common ground and a common current and made 1 circuit that everything tied into. It really wasn't that complicated. And on the last video I posted, I showed how it was easy to run a simple circuit, and that's exactly what I did on this. And it didn't cost a whole lot, and the truck got put together pretty nice. So hopefully this was help, and we'll see you next video.